Whether it's in the movies like the Avengers, Infinity War, an animated series, or through the pages of Marvel Comics, one of Spider-Man's greatest abilities will always be the use of his Spider-sense. Not only can he sense danger and fight against the best of them, but the Spider-sense has a number of details and powers you didn't know about. Before you watch, click subscribe. You'll join our notification squad and be the first to know of new Screen Rant content. Predicting death. In the Avengers Infinity War, not only does the MCU version of Peter Parker get to showcase his Spider-sense for the first time, but he uses it in one of the most depressing ways possible. As Thanos snaps his fingers to kill off half of Earth, our heroes begin disappearing without even a moment's notice. Then we cut to Peter Parker, who can actually sense and feel his body is about to die. The use of his Spider-sense to detect the changes in the air and the death to body is what makes the power so heartbreaking. The Spidey-sense essentially told Peter he is dying, and there is literally nothing he can do about it except fear his own impending death and whatever comes in the afterlife. Going in blind. Forget seeing eye dogs. Thanks to Spider-Man's Spidey-sense, he gives a whole new meaning to seeing eye spiders. The Spidey-sense gives Peter Parker the ability to navigate areas without any visuals. This trick comes in handy in many situations. While navigating the dark, Spider-Man can swing, run, and figure out the best way to go. During a chase against a villain, the Spider-sense can help guide him, much like a GPS. Is the Green Goblin hiding in the left tunnel or right tunnel? Spidey-sense will help guide the way. This is one of the reasons Spider-Man moves so smooth with his web shooters. He has the ability to weave around buildings and over moving traffic without a second thought. The Spider-sense guides him along for the ride. A Sleepy Spider-Man. There's no denying Peter Parker maintains a busy life. Not only does he go to school, defend his friendly neighborhood, and embark on romances with female classmates, but he also travels to help the Avengers anytime he's needed. Despite all of this, Spider-Man does need proper sleep in order for the Spider-sense to work properly. One of Spider-Man's biggest weaknesses is dealing with fatigue. The more worn out and tired he is, the worse his Spider-sense abilities become. If villains ever caught on to this, they may choose to start their evil deeds at 3 a.m. instead of 3 p.m. Their battles with Spider-Man would be a little more one-sided at this point. Sleep isn't the only factor either. In the midst of battle, his Spider-sense may weaken due to injuries or just the exhaustive extent of time in which the battle takes place. If Spider-Man could only call a timeout to let his Spider-sense recharge for a few. I mean, come on. Protecting his identity. Between his classes in school or web-slinging shenanigans, Peter Parker is constantly layering up so he can transform into the Marvel hero at any given moment. When living in a crowded area like New York City, changing into a superhero costume in the middle of the public could be a red flag and big reveal of your secret identity. Luckily for Parker, his Spider-sense helps detect any peering eyes anytime it transforms into the suit or changes out of it. Abandoned alleys seem to be a popular option for Spider-Man's changing room, and thankfully he is rarely caught getting in or out of the costume. Some may call this one the peeping Tom prevention power. Change in and change out of costumes with confidence there, Parker. Combating Spider-sense. Spider-sense extends to all types of Spider-Man's skill sets, but the power can be combated by some of Spider-Man's biggest foes. One character with the ability to avoid any type of Spider-sense power is Venom. The alien symbiote found in Venom has the ability to render the Spider-sense useless for anyone infused with that symbiote. Spider-Man cannot detect Venom, defend himself properly in battles, or predict Venom's next move. These features are what makes Venom such a tough nemesis for Spider-Man to take on. Spider-Man must rely on his other powers and skills when taking on enemies who can overpower the Spider-sense abilities. The elimination of his Spider-sense often leaves him in a vulnerable position and requires a whole different strategy with Marvel villains. There you have it, true believers. What Spider-sense power is the most impressive? Which one should Peter explore in the upcoming Marvel Spider-Man movies? Are there any we missed? Let us know in the comments section below. And don't forget to like this video, share it, and subscribe to Screen Rant on YouTube so you can stay up to date with our awesome content. Thanks for watching.